What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Something a little bit different for you today. I'm aiming for you guys to be seeing this on April the 1st, because it is of course going to be the day that the Switch 2 stuff should be revealed. We've got the Nintendo Direct. I'm not sure what time it is, I need to check that out. However, going to do something a little bit different. Now look, I'm a massive gaming fan. I always have been, always will be. But the Switch 1, which I love, I absolutely love the Switch, but there's some limitations in some of the games that you find. And this is kind of a bit of a wish list, I guess, for me, for some games I'd like to see added for Switch 2. Now, I'm going to say straight off the bat, there is no Nintendo exclusives or things like that. It's just literally third-party games that, you know, some of them are really big titles. In fact, they all pretty much are. That I don't see any reason why they can't come to the Switch. So we're going to kick things off with number 10. And number 10 is going to be Indiana Jones. Now, I've put this at 10 because I don't know how likely it would be to come, but I'd like to see a port of it. Obviously, PlayStation are getting a port soon. And I can't really see any reason why the Switch wouldn't be able to handle it. Obviously, at the time of recording this, we don't know the actual specs of the machine and stuff, but I would like to think it'd be able to handle something like Indiana Jones. So, yeah, that's why it's a little bit further down, because I think A, it's probably least likely, but B, at time of recording, not sure on the specs of the machine, so how likely it would be, I don't know. Moving on to number 9 then, and this is one that, for me, there is no reason why this shouldn't already be on the Switch. And it's The Sims. I don't know why we have not got The Sims on Nintendo Switch. I don't know the reason behind it. It's not exactly a demanding game in terms of hardware, so you'd like to think the Switch should run it more than comfortably enough. But EA love earning money, don't they? So I don't see any reason why they wouldn't release The Sims and all the DLC packs on the Switch too. Don't get it. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Moving on to number 8 is actually a returning series, and it's PGA 2K. Now, personally, I love a golf game. I do love them. They are so relaxing to play. They're quite enjoyable. And I love watching them. I love watching the Masters when it comes on. I love playing them around that time as well. And it's a weird one because PGA used to actually be on the Nintendo Switch. We had, I think the last game in the series was 2K21. And they just stopped releasing it. I'm not quite sure why. But it's one that I'd love to see make a return to the Switch. Moving on to number 7 then. And this one is, well, they are technically on the Switch, but it's the Assassin's Creed games. The reason I've included this is they've included the old games on the Switch. So you can get like the remakes of AC3 remastered. I think Rogue's on there as well. Black Flag, is Black Flag on there? I can't remember. I want to see some more AC games on Nintendo Switch 2. And again, I don't see any reason why we can't. If they've done the original games, why can't we have some of the newer ones? Next up on my wish list is another one that technically we've had a form of, but, and there is a big but, and it's Company of Heroes. And again, I love Company of Heroes. It's a lot of fun, and they brought it to console. We had Company of Heroes 3, and I enjoy that game. It is a lot of fun. And they brought out a Company of Heroes sort of like remastered, I think it was the first game, for the Switch. And it got me thinking, if you can bring that out for the Switch, why can't we get a Company of Heroes 3 for the Switch 2? What's the reason behind that one? Maybe it's coming, I don't know, but I hope it is. On to number 5 then, and it is none other than WWE 2K games. Again, something that we've never seen on the Switch. I don't know why that is. I feel like there would still be a demand for it. You know, some of the wrestling games, I remember as a kid playing some of them growing up. They were so much fun. And the new wrestling games get a lot of love now. You know, the last few years, people have said they're actually really, really good. So I'd like to see them cross over to Switch. Next up, it's another 2K game, and it is none other than Mafia. There's a new Mafia being released in, is it the summer? I think it's due out, the new Mafia game. And I just think, why not drop the original trilogy, the remastered edition, on the Switch or the Switch 2? It would be brilliant. I can't see why I wouldn't be able to run it. Probably more the Switch 2 than the Switch 1, but yeah, would be absolutely brilliant to have the Mafia, one of my favourite video game series of all time, on the Switch. Alright, we are in top 3 time. And third on my list is Formula 1 games. Now, we had the F1 Manager games on the Switch, right? We had 2024, I think, was on there. Did we have the old ones? I can't remember. Definitely 24 is on there. Why can't we have the regular racing game on the Switch too? Regular Formula 1 games, I can't see why it would be an issue. Desperate for this one. I love Formula 1, love racing games as well. And yeah, that would be so good. In at number 2 then, is again one of my favourite video game series of all time, or at least most years it is, Call of Duty. And with this, I don't quite understand why or what the issue is. It's out on mobile, you know, it's an easy port to do, and there's different things they could do with it, right? You could go for the Warzone port, which I'm not that keen on. You could go for the full-on, like, Black Ops 6, complete game, ported over. Brilliant, love that. You could, if you really wanted to, even go back, and you remember the remasters they did of Modern Warfare 1 and 2, where it was campaign only. I think it was Modern Warfare 2, wasn't it? Campaign only. Bring something like that in. Why not? You know, if you're not sure on the multiplayer side of things, at least bring some of the campaigns in. I think it would be a very good idea. And, I mean, look, Call of Duty is always popular, and it surprises me that it's not on the Switch. And last but not least, and before you start thinking he's lost his head, it is GTA. Now, hear me out. I am not expecting GTA 6 to be able to run on the Switch 2. Not by any means. However, we did have on the original Switch the Definitive Edition, right? They released that. What is there to say that the Switch 2 could not run something like GTA 4, maybe GTA 5? Well, I don't understand what the issue again would be. If it can run the trilogy, the remakes, could it run one of the other older GTA games like 4 or 5? I would like to think so. I really would. But guys, that is the end of this wish list. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if there's any games that you think I've missed out that would be a good addition. And I'm excited to see what the specs are going to be for the Switch 2, the price, the release date, etc. Let me know, are you even going to get one? Are you looking forward to the Switch 2? Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all very soon indeed.